Impact of using backend genetic algorithm to optimize parameters with the use of support vector. Abstract. This work proposes a new approach, based on genetic algorithms and support vector machine to trade in the Forex market. In this work, a new algorithm capable of generating technical rules to make investments with a given amount of leverage depending on the certainty of the prediction is presented. To forecast those predictions, a combination of a support vector machine, SVM, algorithm to identify and classify the market in 3 different stages, and a dynamic genetic algorithm to optimize trading rules in each type of market, is used. The optimization of the trading rules is based on several technical indicators. Forex data for the EUR/USD currency pair, in a time frame between the years of 2003 and 2016, is used as training and test data. The proposed architecture for the machine learning system, as well as the implementation and study of the proposed system, is described in detail. The use of an hybrid system, combining a SVM and a GA with dynamic approaches such as hyper-mutation and adaptability approaches by training 3 different GAs for each type of market, provide a new approach for Forex trading, where it is possible to classify trends using price sequences and therefore using the same classification for optimizing investment strategies with the most appropriate GA. Finally, the work shows promising results during the test period between the 2nd of January of 2015 until the 2nd of March of 2016, where the return on investment obtained is 83%. Keywords: Forex market, technical indicators, support vector machine, hypermutation, adaptability approaches. Introduction. Genetic algorithm. In the past, evolutionary algorithms have been applied in many real-life problems. GA is one such evolutionary algorithm. GA has emerged as a practical, robust optimization technique and search method. A GA is a search algorithm that is inspired by the way nature evolves species using natural selection of the fittest individuals. The possible solutions to problem being solved are represented by a population of chromosomes. A chromosome is a string of binary digits, and each digit that makes up a chromosome is called a gene. This initial population can be totally random or can be created manually using processes such as greedy algorithm 1. The pseudo code of a basic algorithm for GA is as follows: 2: initialize, population, evaluate, population, while, stopping condition not satisfied, selection, population, crossover, population, mutate, population, evaluate, population. GA uses 3 operators on its population which are described below. Selection. A selection scheme is applied to determine how individuals are chosen for mating based on their fitness. Fitness can be defined as a capability of an individual to survive and reproduce in an environment. Selection generates the new population from the old one, thus starting a new generation. Each chromosome is evaluated in present generation to determine its fitness value. This fitness value is used to select the better chromosomes from the population for the next generation. Crossover or recombination. After selection, the crossover operation is applied to the selected chromosomes. It involves swapping of genes or sequence of bits in the string between 2 individuals. This process is repeated with different parent individuals until the next generation has enough individuals. After crossover, the mutation operator is applied to a randomly selected subset of the population. Mutation. Mutation alters chromosomes in small ways to introduce new good traits. It is applied to bring diversity in the population. Introduction to machine learning. Machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence, AI. The goal of machine learning generally is to understand the structure of data and fit that data into models that can be understood and utilized by people. Although machine learning is a field within computer science, it differs from traditional computational approaches. In traditional computing, algorithms are sets of explicitly programmed instructions used by computers to calculate or problem solve. Machine learning algorithms instead allow for computers to train on data inputs and use statistical analysis in order to output values that fall within a specific range. Because of this, machine learning facilitates computers in building models from sample data in order to automate decision-making processes based on data inputs. Machine learning is a continuously developing field. Because of this, there are some considerations to keep in mind as you work with machine learning methodologies, or analyze the impact of machine learning processes. Support vector machine. SVM stands for support vector machine. Support vector machine, SVM, is a supervised machine learning which can be used for both classification and regression challenges. However, it is mostly used in classification problems. In the SVM algorithm, we plot each data item as a point in n-dimensional space, where n is number of features you have, with the value of each feature being the value of a particular coordinate. Then, we perform classification by finding the hyperplane that differentiates the two classes very well. Figure 1 Support vector machine representation. Support vectors are simply the coordinates of individual observation. The SVM classifier is a frontier which best segregates the two classes. 2 Related work. A. Introduction to Forex market. Forex market is an exciting place. The one good thing about entering into the Forex market is that you can trade anytime as per your convenience. The global foreign exchange market, FX, Forex, or Forex, is the largest market in the world as measured by the daily turnover, with more than $5 trillion a day, eclipsing the combined turnover of the world's stock and bond markets. The Forex market measuring a propelling turnover is one of the many reasons why so many private investors and individual traders have entered the market. The investors have discovered several. Forex, in simple terms, currency, is also called the foreign exchange, FX, or currency trading. It is a decentralized global market where all the world's currencies trade with each other. It is the largest liquid market in the world. The liquidity, more buyers and sellers, and competitive pricing, the spread is very small between bid and ask price, available in this market are great. With the irregularity in the performance in other markets, the growth of Forex trading, investing, and management is in upward trajectory. 5. So, why trade Forex? There are many reasons to trade in Forex. If we ask 4 different people, you might get more than 4 different answers. Primarily, making money is the most frequently cited reason for why trade Forex. Let us now consider the following reasons why so many people are choosing Forex market. Forex market never sleeps. The Forex market works 24 hours and 5-1/2 days a week. Because governments, corporates and private individuals who require currency exchange services are spread around the world, so trading on the Forex market never stops. Activity on the Forex market follows the sun around the world. 6. So right from the Monday morning opening in Australia to the afternoon close in New York. At any point of the day you can find an active pair to trade. Long or short, a trader in Forex can trade both ways. It means a Forex trader can play the market and make profits irrespective of whether market is going up, down or is in tight range. So irrespective of the event that has triggered the movement, Forex traders do not care. Low transaction cost. Most Forex accounts trade with little or no commission and there is no exchange or data license fees. Generally, the retail transaction fee, the bid/ask spread, is typically less than 0.1% under normal market conditions. With larger dealers, where volumes are huge, the spread could be as low as 0.05%. Leverage plays a crucial role here. Leverage is the mechanism by which a trader can take position much larger than the initial investment. Leverage is one more reason why you should trade in Forex. Few currency traders realize the advantage of financial leverage available to them. For example, if you are trading in equity market, the maximum leverage a stockbroker is offered is 1:2, but in case of Forex market, you will get a leverage up to 150, and in many parts of the world even higher leverage is available. For this reason, it is not hard to see that why Forex trading is so popular. High leverage allows a trader with small investment to trade higher volumes of currencies and thus provide the opportunity to make significant profits from the small movement in the market. However, if the market is against your assumption you might lose significant amount too. Therefore, like any other market, it is a two-way sword. 7. B. Algorithm. Genetic algorithm. A. Selection. For individuals in population. Grouping the individuals in tournaments of size K. For group made. Choose individuals with the best fitness within the group. Select best individuals from each group. B. Mutation. If random probability mutation probability. For gene in chromosome. If random probability gene probability. Mut_gene equals mutate gene with Gaussian function. Add mut_gene and gene to return the mutate gene. Support vector regression. Required. X and Y are loaded as a training, C as a regulation factor and epsilon 0. 1. CLF equals SVR, kernel equals RBF, degree equals 3, epsilon equals E. 2. Repeat. For all xi, xj, yj do. Optimize AI andage. End 4. Until no change in A. 3. Experimental results. A dataset description. Forex dataset contains 7 columns which indicates the notations of currency belonging to different countries. These datasets having currency values up to 10 years of predicted values which helps in predicting the present values. The notations used in the dataset are SP, DAX, FTSE, Nikkei, Bovespa, EU, and M. NSE, National Stock Exchange. SP, S&P 500 Index, New York Stock Exchange. DAX, Deutscher Aktien Index, Frankfurt Stock Exchange. FTSE, FTSE 100 Index, London Stock Exchange. Nikkei, Nikkei Index, Tokyo Stock Exchange. Bovespa, Bovespa Index, Brazil Sao Paulo Stock Exchange. EU, MSCI Europe Index. M, MSCI Emerging Markets Index. MSCI, Morgan Stanley Capital International 11. B. Outputs. In the above figure, the graph shows the error rate for analysis of stock market index with the Gaussian functions. The graph is plotted between the current error and the complete representation of dataset, epoch. This figure is the just analysis of same result with Anfi's algorithm. This is for observing that the predicted values and analysis of the stock indexes. This figure is the 16 value of the complete output similar to the value 1 as we calculate error rate for some iterations until the error rate becomes negligible. In the above figure is the Anfi's representation of analysis of the output for the value 16. The difference between training data and test data. In the above figure there are some predicted TL, Turkey index value, which we want the output. The input values are Forex dataset. After analysis of the dataset indexes we predict value of one index value. Finally this figure is the last iteration value of current error, this also having the same process and representation as the previous values. When the error is same for some iterations then it is finalized as the best solution. Figures show the final value of support vector machine by comparing the training data and original data in a noisy data graph representation. This figure shows the analysis of the all outcomes in Anfi's algorithm. This gives the average fitness as the best solution for predicting the index values. For conclusion, this work proposes a viable solution to automatically invest in Forex markets, using technical indicators and price sequences to predict entry and exit points, although it is highly recommended to use hardware that has good performance measures, so that is possible for the algorithm to work in real time. Their commendation is made because, the more information about the FX market, the bigger the populations and the more price sequences the SVM is provided to improve the training module, the better the classification of the market is. Also, by studying the SVM approach, it is possible to conclude by the results, that the sideways market is more difficult to describe than the others, as it was seen in Chapter 4, where the label 0 showed poorer quality in the classification, due to the fact that the sideways market is difficult to be classified even by a human eye. Both bullish and bearish markets were classified with very successful scores of precision, recall and accuracy. By the results obtained in the test period, it is possible to conclude that the classification a market is highly important, as an environment as well as a tool that allows the implementation of leverage. The environment classification passed from the SVM on to the 3 different gas obtained very promising results, since the proposed system presented a steady growth with a low drawdown. In a more technical matter, the SVM proved to be a reliable classifier, said that it is important to address the following conclusions. The way data is organized is the key to get a good SVM classifier, i.e., for most problems, and especially the one addressed in this thesis, combined a great amount of data that is not suitable to use directly from the index. An organized and well-structured dataset improves the performance and the quality of the results that are obtained by the SVM model. The quality of the training set is also a very important issue, since this data set is the foundation on which the SVM learns. If the data set is not well balanced between the different labels, the metrics may return ill-defined results that do not translate the reality of the classification. Another measure for data set quality is whether the training set is correlated with the testing set, e.g., if the training set only has data from a FX chart that dates from 1999 and the test set is from the year 2015, then probably, the classification will be ill-defined since the data is not highly correlated anymore, since the FX market has changed a lot in 16YEARS. The cross-validation used is a very important tool to assess if the training set is not overfitted before testing the model on the test set. This tool proved to be very useful to develop the model, in order to ensure that the model did not leak information between the training and test set, i.e., if the SVM model has any information about future actions, then the results cannot be reliable.